look at this. The end result of rescuing roses from the Detroit houses that were being torn down. Look at that. This is like the 4th year on some of these, 5th year on some of these. But just look at this beauty. And of course I bought some, but some of these monstrous ones came from homes. Like Seven Sisters, for instance. Get out of there, Coco. Coco, get over here. Like Seven Sisters. This came from houses that were being torn down. Come on, Coco, get in here. Come on. So she's very particular in where she walks. But these are a lot of these products of someone's love and care, and the houses are being torn down. I have to get out here and get this weeding done. Look at this. Even though this is a weed, still don't want to be going around my plants. But yeah, we found out that the houses were being torn down. We knew that these being by the house, that the machinery alone would run them over and kill them. So we would go in, talk to the neighbors, and rescue the plants. And then plant them in the rose garden. Took down the fence that was up, so that the church across the street. Told people they could come pick roses if they wanted to. I mean, just look at this. This was a massive, massive plant at one time. I had to break it up because it was so big I couldn't get it home. And I made 5 plants out of it. But just look at some of these beauties. And this would have been destroyed had we not gotten involved and dug these babies up. And just look at this one. Just gorgeous. Oh, here's a purple one over here. These are one of those purple ones that are just really nice. We took irises, as you can see. A bunch of irises. Lilies. We took those, planted them. Of course, you had to get these weeding done. But just tiger lilies. Come here, Coco. Come here. But we had to, these would have died. They'd have been dug up and died. But yeah, these are all at homes targeted for destruction. And just look at the beauty that we were able to achieve. It's too bad come on, Coco. Too bad there wasn't a re-beautification. Come here. Come on, let's go. There wasn't a re-beautification program there. It would have done wonders because it turned this neighborhood around. We're doing the crop walk here, but just wanted you to see what you can do when you find places that are being torn down. Now take a look at this. These buckets were planted just a couple days ago. And they're squash, winter squash, sunflower seeds were planted, acorn squash, some beets were planted. These were just done. These are the sugar snaps and the zucchinis, nothing there yet. Yeah, these onions are having a rough time. They'll make it though. They'll make it. Those beets, squash, and then as you see, the water went down and everything's starting to really grow there. Broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, red cabbage. Alright, we still got a little more water. Come on, go this way. We have a little bit more water still, but as you can see, it did wonders. It did wonders, as you can see. Look at those peppers. So I'm starting to notice that there's a huge difference between growing in a pot and growing in the ground. Huge difference. The ones in the pots so far are doing much better and faster. So far. A couple of pepper plants with a tomato. We're going to have to start harvesting some of these peppers soon. So let's get over here. She's insistent on getting over here. Look at this. It's starting to turn. Right there. That's the tomato starting to turn. Still on the lookout for tomato worms. Now you can use black lights, not the short wave, the long wave, to identify the tomato worms while they're small before they do much destruction. But if you keep your eye out, you should be able to get them fast. Look at that baby. All grown into the container. All of it. Healthy as all get out. I got runners going. Those are the runners for the strawberry plants. You're going to want to harvest those, and so you can go ahead and have more plants. Which I'll get those taken care of on my day off. But there's those babies there. I mean, just look at that. Amazing. Collect your seeds, so you don't have to buy the seeds more than once. Look how beautiful those are. They're stunningly beautiful they are. They're just climbing their way up. Getting there. Now let's cross over this. Let's hold me cement where we burn stuff. And take a look at this. As you can see, the onions and the garlic are doing quite well. Celery, carrots, rosemary, potatoes. Now we're gonna have to watch out for potato bugs. Spinach, eggplant growing quite well. More eggplant. There's the mustard. More potatoes. This one is not really doing much. I have to watch and see what happens. Might have to plant. Now, those potatoes are finally coming up. This is the bok choy. Yeah, go very sparingly on bok choy. Those seeds are very hardy. Coco, get over here. How many times I gotta tell you? Cup it. Usually she likes to stay up on the porch, but today I decided to take her for a walk. But she doesn't know how to stay out of the neighbor's yard. And when you're fighting those kind of dogs, you don't want the problems. And you stay here. Hey, heel. So as you can see, look at that flower. Just look at the beauty of that flower. Beans. Just gorgeous. It's starting to really start shaping up here. And I have to start doing some harvesting this week. You're gonna have to do some harvesting. Do some drying of some of these herbs. But yeah, and then over here, what we've been eating on, my Coco already. Nice that the mosquitoes are not out today. Is the lettuce. Now I'm gonna have to start planting some more lettuce because this is getting to be too big. I'm gonna have to start leaving that for seeds. And then of course, I have spices on the side. They're growing quite nicely. The peppermint and spearmint are putting out runners. Parsnip, strawberries, and there's some more spinach. Now what's not done yet, let's take a look and show you. Here is our sweet potato. I'll put that up here. Here's our sweet potato. As you notice, it has a very long root going. Do we have any kind of growth going on yet? Not yet. Might have to get some more water on that. The blueberry bushes are going to be planted soon. Now these are the tomatoes that I planted. And then we have, that's a weed there. Pull that one. If they get too big, just snip them at the very bottom. And you can just leave the soil alone. And then this doesn't belong there. And then this is our ginger root. Remember, it takes 2 weeks before it even shows anything at all. I had to put it down here because the squirrels were living up there on the porch to dig into it. And we've done a full circle because these are the ones that just planted. And then here are the ones that are coming back up. So, full circle of what's going on. Pandemic, here we are. we are going to go ahead and have supplies. Now here's the full view. And this was all started because my spouse said, let's have a garden. I said, okay. And because I grew up that way, and I knew that the distribution chain would be disrupted. At least I thought it would be. But this is a healthy way to eat. As you can see, there is cabbage growing up and over the container like big time. Just look at that. Yeah, they're loving this. They're loving the topsoil. And then, of course, they use Miracle-Gro. And when you're collecting seeds, be careful not to put them outside. This is a learning experience for my spouse. You don't do that to let them dry. You just keep them inside and let them dry. But there's some more buckets. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoy.